Now let's talk about the Cleveland Browns. I've had a lot of people. I talked about the Cleveland Browns when I did my divisional breakdown, and I'm not going to say critical, but I was honest about what I see from the Cleveland Browns and what I've seen from the Cleveland Browns, especially last year with Deshaun Watson, and how it's almost irrational to think that Deshaun Watson is going to be the same player that we remember him in Houston, at least last year, because this is the first year since in like 2 years that he played. But I think Monday Night Football is where Monday Night Football against the Steelers, week 2. I think the Cleveland Browns season is over. Now, if we get a better Deshaun Watson, then of course that statement is not valid. Let me first send prayers up to Nick Chubb. He had a very gruesome injury to his leg, the same leg, and he pretty much had the same injury a couple years ago. He's out for the season. I hope for a speedy recovery. The way that I'm not gonna, if you want to go see it, go see it, but it's very gruesome, and he's definitely done for the season. I know it's been confirmed, but I didn't need Adam Schefter to tell me the way that his leg bent. It's over with as far as this season. And that right there is why I think that this season is over for the Cleveland Browns. Mostly because of Nick Chubb being gone, but the reason why that it's such a huge blow, or it's a bigger blow than people think, is because we know how good Nick Chubb is. We know that Nick Chubb is widely considered one of, if not the best running back in football. But the greatness of Nick Chubb is able to balance out the poor play from Deshaun Watson. Let's be clear here. We know the contract Deshaun Watson has. And with that contract comes expectations. Expectations that Deshaun Watson has come nowhere close to meeting. Again, I understand that last year it's irrational to think that Deshaun Watson is going to look like he did 2 years prior in Houston. But this is 2 weeks in to this season, and Deshaun Watson has been horrible. He's not seeing the field well. He doesn't have the same zip on the ball. On Monday Night Football, he had 2 really questionable face masks. Like, dude, what are you doing? And this game was for the taking. This game was for the Cleveland Browns to win. The defense was playing great. I understand Nick Chubb going out was a big blow, but the defense was still good. David Njoku, the tight end, he was playing well. But Deshaun Watson was a huge reason why this team didn't win. Again. So for the people, and side note, bro, the comments and people that are saying how wrong I am about and how I'm being unfair to Deshaun Watson. How am I being? You are the highest paid player in NFL history. I understand that a contract doesn't necessarily tell what you're supposed to do. But what I am saying is that a contract does bold expectations. And when you're the highest paid player, I'm not saying you have to win every game, but you have to look much better than Deshaun Watson has looked. Deshaun Watson is the main reason why they're 1-1 and not 2-0. And honestly, the way that Deshaun Watson has been playing, it's shocking that they're not 2-0. In fact, it's not that shocking. This defense is incredible. But if it wasn't for this Cleveland Browns defense, they would be 0-2 with the quickness. And if it wasn't for costly turnovers, he threw a pick six the first play of the game. Now, you can say it hit the receiver's hands and it's the receiver's fault, but you can also say that Deshaun Watson threw it a little too far. Let's see. Like I said, it's week 2. So things can definitely change in an entire football season. But right now, Deshaun Watson has not looked good at all. And he damn sure hasn't looked like the highest paid player in NFL history. And the reason why I say this season is currently over is because I'm going off of how Deshaun Watson has looked and how Nick Chubb has looked and how the greatness of Nick Chubb is able to kind of mask and shadow the ineptitude that we've seen from Deshaun Watson this season. Well, Nick Chubb is out. He is gone. So now there's more pressure. Now, yes, Jerome Ford looked really good. 16 carries for 106 yards. But it's on Deshaun Watson. More than it was before Nick Chubb got hurt, obviously. And until we start seeing Deshaun Watson look anything close to, I'm not even gonna put Houston. I'm not even gonna put that pressure on Deshaun Watson. As far as getting back to the Houston days, I'm not even gonna put that on him. What I'm going to put on him is until he starts looking like a good quarterback, because he has not. Until he starts looking like a good quarterback, this Cleveland Browns season is over with. Especially when you see how the Ravens are looking and how that at any given moment, any given game, the Cincinnati Bengals can flip that switch. And when yes, I just talked about how bad the offense is for the Steelers. Well, their defense is still their defense. It's going to be a long season if we keep getting this type of Deshaun Watson. And if this type of Deshaun Watson comes to play, they're going to lose majority of the time, especially when they play better offenses. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.